The very recently launched Suzuki Vitara, bringing back a name that was popular in South Africa about 20 years ago. And now back again in a slightly smaller form. You do still get the Grand Vitara, which is a much bigger vehicle. But the Vitara itself, a small to medium-sized family SUV with nice space, slightly higher rise ride. There is an all-grip four-wheel drive version available as well at the top of the range in this one. But this is the GL Plus, the middle of the range, and it is the two-wheel drive vehicle version. But let me tell you, with the ground clearance and very, very good dirt road capability, which I tested myself and I can vouch for, handles a dirt road very, very adequately and very nicely. Round to a good family-sized boot, which has the false floor as well. So you do have a nice little secure extra area under there as well if you want to use it. And also does have the 60-40 split for the back seats, so you can fold them down. Very comfortably took baggage for an overnight trip for 5 people. And on the dirt road with that load as well, was very comfortable, very adequate and very usable. Let's take a look inside. Behind the wheel of the Vitara, and all versions come standard with a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder engine, putting out 86 kilowatts and 151 newton meters of torque, which is actually more than adequate in most circumstances, and certainly for a family vehicle, not bad at all. In the center of the dashboard, you do have your computer function, and you can see I've got it set on the average fuel economy that I've achieved over a week of using, and open road and a lot of town driving, and average 7.2 litres per 100 kilometers, which I think as a real world figure for a good week of driving and just on 1,000 kilometers is a very, very fair return, and nobody could complain about that one. You take a look at the steering wheel, which does have your standard now multifunction with cruise control on the right hand side over here and your sound system controls on the left, as well as your Bluetooth functions down over there as well. So all very neat to hand. Something that is fairly unique to this vehicle is the analog clock, and it has the Japanese markings on it. So just a little touch from Suzuki, which I think is very, very neat. And below it, of course, you do have your infotainment system, which does have your USB playback. Very, very nice, very adequate, and a neat system to use. Standard again on the Vitara range is a 5-speed manual gearbox. Very comfortable, very light, and a feature of this vehicle is how light and drivable it is in all aspects. From the clutch to the gear shifts to the steering, it is a nice light town car and family vehicle to drive. Let's take a look what this life in the back seat is like. Moving into the back seat of the Vitara, you can see there's plenty of space over here. Lots of headroom for me sitting with my hat on as always, and a back seat that can take 3 pretty comfortably. So it is definitely a family-sized vehicle. I have no doubt about that. Price-wise, well, you get the GL version at the bottom of the range at 240,000 Rand. And this is the GL Plus version that we're driving right now, which has a couple of items like the mag wheels, etc., and a few other features at 269,900 for this version. Very comfortable, very competitive price-wise against a lot of its opposition as well. There are, as I mentioned, the GLX versions as well, and they come in. You can also get the all-4 version, 4-wheel drive, at 319,000 Rand. So you do have a bit of a spectrum, and you do have the options. Besides the all-4 4-wheel drive, you also do get items like a panoramic roof on the GLX version as well. So to sum up, the Suzuki Vitara, well, a nice, adequate, comfortable family vehicle. Definitely usable on dirt roads as well, even without the all-4. And just overall, a really pleasant vehicle, pleasant to drive, nice and comfortable, and I must say I enjoyed driving it. Yes, there's lots of competition in this range of vehicle in this price range, but you would be doing yourself a disservice if you did not put this on your shortlist while you're shopping and take a look at the Suzuki Vitara before making any final buying decisions.